Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. I hope you all had a great long July 4th holiday weekend. Kind of an interesting Tuesday as we get back into the swing of things, because we're seeing like a really significant drop in crude oil today. And oil was kind of like the last commodity to really not have like a major material pullback, and now it looks like it's starting to do that. And I mean, for as great as it's been year to date, momentum has definitely broken, and now you can see very clearly today's drop broke that year-to-date uptrend on oil, and now it's kind of falls into the same category as all of these other commodity names. It's like once momentum stops, right, and once the music stops playing, is like you want to make sure you got a seat at the table, right? So on the downside, like I'm not trying to find a bottom. I mean, it's the same thing with like the copper stocks, the steel stocks, the aluminum stocks, the natty gas stocks, right? All of these names have had just monster retracements, and it's the same story with all of them. I'm waiting for oil to show me a tradable reversal, right? Like I am not just going to assume because USO rolled however many points off its high, what, like 18, 19 points off its high, that it just all of a sudden has to be a bounce, right? Because like I know what's going on in the world, I know what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, right? And I know all of these things, and I know the fundamental argument, but at the same time, who's to say it can't go another $5 lower, another $10 lower, another $15 lower, right? So just because it's had a big pullback, right, and I might think like, okay, there's bullish arguments, right? I need to see some sort of tradable reversal signal, right? Because like we've seen this happen with so many other names. I mean, when Alcoa broke, right, it just kept going. When the steel stocks broke, right, let me get rid of these. So when the steel stocks broke, it just kept going. I mean, natty gas, the absolutely falling apart, and like the momentum slowed, and it just kept going. So oil was one of like the last areas that was still working in commodities, and now it's not. And we've seen this happen on all sorts of different names and across the commodity landscape. And again, I mean, just to reiterate, like because oil's down a bunch and off its high, that to me it doesn't mean that I'm just going to step in and think it has to bounce, because it doesn't have to bounce. It could keep trading lower, and for me to want to get involved, I need some sort of tradable signal. I need a tradable reversal setup, or if we do get a bounce and it stalls beneath the trend support level, well, that could be a tradable bearish signal, right? When a multi-month uptrend support area turns into resistance, well, that could be a cue that you want to start thinking on the downside again, right? So at this point, if you're thinking, like you want to get involved, for me, it's about waiting for a sign, right? We're waiting for a pattern to develop, and that takes some time. Like it could take a couple days, a few days. It could take a couple weeks, and I'm not going to try to like bend my will to what's going on. I'm just going to wait for things to develop, and then go from there. And then that's been the story with the commodities ever since momentum broke. And I get it. Oil was one of the last great spots, but now it's breaking, and momentum's turned, and I'm not going to try to pick a bottom. I'm going to wait to see what USO does, and then we're going to go from there. Okay. So a little bit slower on the scheduled news front this week, but that's going to pick up really fast next week. So it's kind of the quiet before the storm, which is uh, not necessarily ominous, but it could be if all of the news isn't great next week. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on trading these commodities or swing trading with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. Have a great night. Stay well, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow.